Card wallets are easy to make and great beginner projects, but you can also add some personalized details or have some fun with leather carving. The materials used here are 3-ounce vegetable tan saddle leather for the exterior and 2-ounce for the pull tab and keeper pieces. Also, if you want to add a liner, a nice leather to use is 1.5-ounce pigskin because it is very thin and flexible but strong and will help reinforce the back of the carved exterior, and it feels nice and soft when you touch it. To make a card wallet, start by making a sketch and then accurately draw your design in 1:1 scale. A drafting table will work if you want to draw your pattern onto durable paper or poster board, but if you make a lot of patterns, a drawing program like AutoCAD makes it easier. Also, another time-saving device that requires a digital drawing is a laser cutter, which can cut your flat patterns into 1/8 of an inch acrylic for a sturdy cutout template, which can be lightly fastened over top of the leather and traced around with a hobby knife. If you want to add a pattern like this one, simply add the extra lines to your drawing and print the design in the same scale on transparency film. Then to transfer the lines to the leather, you need to case the leather with room temperature water, which is to make the leather lightly damp all the way through, and then allow the leather to dry until firm but malleable, about 10 minutes. When almost dry, place the transparency over top and tape it to your stamping surface like this piece of marble. Then use a stylus tool to trace onto the leather and make an impression for a swivel knife to follow. Once the contour lines are cut, start beveling the edges that you will want to stand out and use stamps to add texture to the background. You want to be careful not to cut or stamp all the way through and allow to dry. Next, you want to color the leather. Eco-friendly dyes are used here, and they work best when applied to bone-dry leather because damp leather does not accept the dye evenly. Use a small sponge or brush and allow to dry. Then for a raised and lined pull tab and keeper, glue in small pieces of leather that will fit between the stitching lines and stitch them in place. Then mark your stitching lines 1/8 of an inch from the edges, leaving the reverse holes to be punched through after the lining is attached and the card wallet is glued together. I am using a pigskin liner, which is a bit stretchy, so it is best to smooth out the air pockets and allow the glue to dry on a curve. Gluing the lining in flat might cause the leather to bunch up after the case is folded. Then finish stitching, paint the remaining edges, and apply some conditioner to make the leather soft and supple.